A tap, a beep, a confirmation screen. The purchase is done. The modern checkout experience takes half a second and requires almost zero cognitive effort. Now contrast that with buying the exact same item using cash. You have to pull out a wallet, count out multiple small bills, and endure the deliberate friction of handing them over to another human being. Most of us assume we make financial decisions completely rationally. We look at a price tag, evaluate the math, and decide if an item is worth the cost. But behavioral research suggests that the actual method you use to pay alters the way your brain processes the decision. When researchers compare spending habits across payment types, they see a consistent shift in behavior. In environments ranging from supermarkets to restaurants, the use of a card or digital wallet is associated with higher total bills and more frequent unplanned purchases. To understand why our behavior changes when the payment method shifts, we have to look past the price tag. Instead, we need to look at what happens inside the human brain the exact microsecond that money leaves our hands. When you hand over a $20 bill, you watch your physical resources visibly shrink. Your wallet actually gets lighter. The loss is tangible, immediate, and requires your direct attention. Brain imaging studies have shown that the anticipation of financial loss activates neural pathways associated with physical discomfort. Your brain treats the act of losing money as an unpleasant event. Consumer psychologists call this the pain of paying. Here, on this timeline, you can see how it acts as a natural spending break. During a cash transaction, the payment penalty and the product reward are colliding at the exact same moment. Because you experience the loss and the reward simultaneously, your brain is forced to pause and evaluate. That collision creates a moment of cognitive friction, allowing you to judge whether the item in your hand is actually worth the sacrifice. But a card transaction splits this experience apart. This is known as decoupling. You get the immediate spike of the product reward today, while the pain of the payment is pushed weeks away into the future. Decoupling aligns with a neurological tendency called present bias. Human beings evolved to prioritize immediate survival rewards over future planning. We are naturally wired to focus on the benefit in front of us, while discounting costs that haven't happened yet. Present you gets the reward immediately, future you deals with the bill. In this way, credit cards function as a tool that bypasses the brain's natural pausing mechanisms. This lack of friction changes how we track our total spending through a process called mental accounting. Instead of seeing a $1,000 total, the brain views dozens of individual, visually harmless $15 bubbles. Because your brain evaluates each of these frictionless taps in isolation, the true magnitude of the total cost can remain hidden until the statement arrives at the end of the month. Digital subscription services build on this by making the payment process automatic. Once a charge becomes a routine, conscious awareness of the cost decreases. The payment continues in the background, long after the user has stopped evaluating the service's value. Some systems go beyond removing the pain of payment by adding artificial rewards. By attaching points and cash-back bonuses to the act of swiping, the spending experience is gamified. This creates a cycle of positive reinforcement for the act of spending itself. The modern spending environment has shifted the priorities of our natural psychology. It softens the signal of financial loss while providing positive reinforcement for the act of purchasing. The history of commerce has been a continuous effort to remove payment friction. We started with physical commodities, where every transaction involved the tangible weight of coins or goods. Early credit systems moved us toward abstraction, separating our purchasing power from physical currency. The digital age then replaced the physical exchange of a card with a sterile, instantaneous click. And today, invisible digital signals allow for a financial sacrifice that requires almost no conscious physical engagement. Neither cash nor digital payments are inherently good or bad. They are tools that dictate the quality of the feedback your brain receives. Cash provides immediate feedback that our brains can easily process. Digital payments provide delayed feedback that is harder to learn from. Regaining control often involves intentionally designing friction back into your life. Whether it's using cash for specific categories or disabling one-click buying, the goal is to restore visibility to your choices, ensuring your habits work with your psychology instead of against it.